Hi, I'm your host, Lise.
Hey, I'm your host, Alessia, and welcome to the Deadly Cookies podcast.
Fresh out of the oven.
A safe space for the girls, gays, and nays where we talk about serious topics like overthrowing the patriarchy.
And not so serious topics like story times and music.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back to the Deadly Cookies podcast.
This is our third episode we are recording today.
Woo!
Yes.
So, how have you been?
Good. I've been good. Yeah. February's sucked, but I'm doing well.
Retrograde is over.
Yes. Oh, definitely feeling that. Definitely. How have you been?
I've been good. A bit in pain because of the hike we went on yesterday.
Oh yeah,
but
me too.
It was fun.
Thighs. I was like waddling about the house this morning in pain because I'm not out of shape, but I am out of shape, if that makes sense.
I am out of shape. Why am I
lying?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been meaning to work out, but honestly, I've been so busy with other projects that it hasn't been on my list, not my priorities. So
yeah, but going on a hike was nice.
Yeah.
We went yesterday. It was really nice and sunny.
I mean, always when we hang out, we do always go on walks and stuff.
Yes, we exercise a lot. Yeah, but we decided to climb a mountain yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's why we're in pain.
But it was fun.
Yes.
The weather was nice.
And the weather was nice, and it was very scenic and nice. We're very lucky in that aspect, that we're so lucky to have mountains that we can climb.
Such a beautiful landscape.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, February has been an odd month.
Yeah, and thankfully it's
ending
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
The only thing satisfying about this month was the fact that all the weeks aligned perfectly.
Oh yeah.
It started on a Monday, the 1st, and then it's ending on a Saturday, on a Sunday, and it's the 28th. And
I didn't even notice
no?
that. No.
Oh my god! People have been talking about that and how
Oh
it
my
calms
God,
their anxiety.
That's so satisfying. Maybe I would have liked February more if I had known. But yeah, retrograde. Fuck retrograde.
Yeah, fuck retrograde. And we're in Pisces, so
Oh yeah.
Pisces sun, I think.
Yes, I read that. Well, it's definitely affected me a lot this month.
Yeah. I'm going to Berlin in a week and a half.
She's so lucky.
Yeah. I would say I'm looking forward to it, but I'm kind of yes and no, because there's not a lot of pressure kind of behind it,
Of course. And they're in quarantine.
Yeah, so it's I don't know how the situation is there right now. To clarify, I'm going there to visit family because as we said in the previous episode, I'm half German, so we're gonna visit my grandma. She's getting an operation on her eyes.
Are you going alone, or are you going with your mom?
No, I'm going with my mom.
I didn't know that.
Oh no.
No.
She's my grandma's getting laser or something on her eyes.
Yeah.
So we're going to help her basically, and we're going to stay 2 weeks in March, and the time that this episode gets published, I'm gonna be in Berlin. So
Oh yeah, I'm gonna miss her.
don't mind my shitty English. I'm sorry.
She's just being modest. She speaks really good.
No, but I stutter a lot and mispronounce things, so
It's understandable. When I speak Spanish, I stutter a lot too. I think brain can't it just can't. Anyway, today what are we doing, Lise? What are we talking about?
So we're talking a bit about our recommendations and what we have been into this month.
Yes,
and
our coping mechanisms for February.
Oh my god, don't get me started.
Yeah, so we got some music recommendations.
Yeah, some TV shows.
I got a book recommendation.
And maybe we're going to talk about some movies, because I've been watching the Marvel movies to cope.
That's a whole ass topic, that is.
I've not been shutting up about it. Anyway, we're going to get into it.
We're going to get into it
in a minute, so
stay tuned. Okay, so let's start off with music then. So throughout February, here are some albums I've been listening to, I guess. Um, there's two that have been released during February, and then there's one that's kind of old, 1976 old, but it's good, so I thought I'd throw it in. So the album is called The Modern Lovers, and it's self-titled by The Modern Lovers. And again, it's from 1976. It's kind of, I don't know, 70s rock. I'm not sure about the specific genre, but it's just so good. I've really been enjoying it this month. Like, I've heard a lot of their songs before, but never the full album. And you know what? It's worth it to give it a listen if you're into that kind of vibe.
Have you have like some favorite songs of that album, or like?
Yeah, so like there's one specific song that is my favorite, definitely, like just sticks out in my mind. It's called Astral Plane, and I don't know why, but I guess it's been kind of relevant because we've been talking a lot about astral projecting.
We have.
We want to talk about it one day in an episode.
It is our second episode, like the episode before this one.
Yes.
It talks about.
Yes, of course. Yeah, so we've talked about it. We really like it, so I don't know. It's been relevant, yeah. Okay, so another album I've been listening to a lot is Who I Am by the Pale Waves. Okay, so this one's I'm a little bit like torn on. Like, I like it, but I also don't like it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, I don't love all the songs, but I've been enjoying it also. I don't know.
Like, do you listen everything of the album, or do you just like listen to very specific songs?
Very specific songs. Sometimes I skip, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's their best album, but like, I've been enjoying it some. Like, their most popular song on the album is called Change, and that honestly to me is the best song on the album. Like, it honestly is. I don't know. In my notes, I just wrote down, don't love it, but it's good. And that's exactly how I feel.
Fair enough.
Don't love it, but it's good. And then, like, the other song that is, like, worth mentioning is definitely Fall to Pieces. Like, pretty good. And then I guess my favourite from this month, I'm not 100% sure if it was released in February or in January, but the Pretty Reckless released Death by Rock and Roll, and
I didn't listen to it. I mean, I listened to the singles, but I haven't. I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Well, I ended up liking a lot of the songs they released on the whole album, and less of the singles. Like, there's a song called Witches Burn. It's so good. Another one called
I'm excited.
Got So High. Love that one.
I'm really excited. I want to listen to it now.
You should. It's really good. And then there's another one which is called Harley Darling, which is like, I don't know. This whole album has, well, not the whole album, but a lot of the songs on the album have more of a country rock vibe that they were kind of showing on their previous album, but the whole album is really good in my opinion.
Does it remind you of like the other albums, like other music that they've released?
Some of the songs, yes, definitely. Witches Burn kind of reminds me of an earlier album.
By the way, for those who don't know, it's a rock band, like the Pretty Reckless.
They're a rock band, like female fronted rock
band.
And
the Pale Waves, is it
female fronted rock band as well? We love that here.
Okay.
Yeah. I maybe not in rock, but they're indie maybe.
Yeah, indie. Yeah,
I would say indie maybe as a genre. Yeah, but yeah, those are my recommendations for the month.
Okay, well, I've got something like very well. So I had written on my notes like a specific album, but I wanted to talk about an artist that I discovered like recently, so this month, and I only listened to like 3 of their songs, but they're called Joywave.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know them?
Yes, I think so.
They actually have a remix that was featured on one of like Euphoria's episodes, like the one where Jules is in New York, and it's called Dangerous.
Okay.
And it's actually kind of like a rock kind of band. I don't know the like genre, but like I've got a lot of like guitars and so I've been loving their song Dangerous, and 2 of their other songs. Wait, let me look for them, because one of them is called It's a Trip, and the other one, damn it, I should have prepared this better, is Coming Apart. And they're like Coming Apart has been released in 2020, so there's like their music is like recent. But yeah, I've been listening to their music, and I'm kind of looking forward to listening more of their album, like their album and their music in general. And the album I wanted to talk about today is Caliucci's Sin Miedo. Espera.
Love it.
Um, the full title is Sin Miedo del Amor y de Otros Demonios. So the album came out in 2020, like
Yeah, I
and
think so.
yeah, like in the last months of like 2020. I don't remember exactly. I do remember like listening to a few songs in it, but like not I don't know, like not giving it as much as attention. Like I really like
Yeah,
Galiuchis,
same.
but I don't know, I didn't like I just listened to it and took out the songs that I liked, and that's it. But now with like Telepatia getting more popular, I was like I should like definitely give it a better listen, cuz I did not know the song was on the album,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. But like it's the like one of those albums that you listen to it like everything. You know, you don't like I mean you could take a few songs out, but there's like a few songs that are only like a minute and a half long maybe, and like
Mhm.
a lot of kind of interludes, and
Yeah.
so and I don't know, she like
Yeah, I really like the song with Rico Nasty.
yeah.
Yeah. Which one's that? Is that Aquí Yo Mando?
See.
I really like that one. That one's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been listening to that a little bit too. Again, like you said, I should have definitely listened to it more when it came out, and yeah.
Definitely give it a listen, because it has like collaborations with Party Next Door, Rico Nasty, as you said, Joel Randy. I don't know who that is, but like it's
Spanish.
yes,
music.
and Jay Cortez, who I
like
know.
him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. I wanted to pick a few songs that I liked, but I just really like them all.
So listen to all of
Yeah.
them then.
Just La Luna Enamorada, Quiero Sentirme Bien, No Eres Tú Soy Yo, y Te Pongo Mal, which is like also like a really good dance, like reggaeton kind of
Yeah.
vibes. So you've got everything. So you've got kind of dancing in the moonlight, like dancing in your like room
Yes.
alone and just having a little party. But the good thing about the album is like everything kind of matches the vibe, but you go through different emotions while listening to it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I don't know, I've been really enjoying it, and like give it a listen, because definitely worth it.
Okay, so next I have a book recommendation. So I love to read. I'm always reading. Like, honestly, it's the only thing that keeps me sane these days is reading. And, right, so my recommendation straight off the bat is, if you haven't ever read any of her books, I really recommend that you do. But it's A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, and it's incredible. It's everything I've ever hoped
What kind
for.
of like genre is it?
Fantasy, high fantasy, love it. My favorite genre. I mean, this book was released in February. It was released on the 16th of February, and I pre-ordered it in December, on the 5th of December. I've had it pre-ordered because I've been waiting for this book for 2 years. 2 years since she announced that she would be releasing this book. I was so excited for it, and I just received it Friday, literally Friday, and I'm just loving it. I really am. Like, her books are amazing. In general, I recommend that if you have not read a Sarah J. Maas book, then you should. She's very popular in the young adult fantasy genre, but she's popular for a reason. You know, her books are amazing.
Is it's part of a series?
It's part of a series. You can definitely.
Yeah.
I think you could read it as a standalone, but I would recommend reading the series.
What's the series called?
The series is called A Court of Thorns and Roses, so it's the 5th book in the series, so there's a few to catch up on, but the whole series is amazing. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's fantasy, it's fairies, it's everything, you know? It's so good. Her books are amazing. It's war, it's everything. And it deals with, like, a lot of things like trauma and a lot of life lessons, and I just love that in a book.
That sounds very interesting.
It is very good. Like, they're just so comforting to me, her books. I really enjoy them. And obviously she's better known for her series Throne of Glass, which is like her most popular series, which is kind of assassin, and I've read that too, and I definitely recommend reading that series, although I haven't finished it yet. But The book is absolutely incredible. I'm only like 200 pages in out of 700, but I'm enjoying it. It's really good. She's definitely like become less of like a teen writer and transformed more into a young adult writer, and you can definitely tell by her using more swear words, and it's just so good, just so good. She's evolved so much, and you can really tell in this book.
That's amazing. Like, I've been on such a like rut, kind of, you can call it that, like, and my attention span, like, it's non-existent. Like, I had like this book that I've been meaning to read like since forever, and I haven't gotten around to it. And like the only thing I have been reading like in the past few months has been like more like informational books like than like fan
fiction, self-help.
And cuz it's more like you can like read a chapter, forget about it, and like in a week you can read another chapter.
Yeah.
So but like I definitely want to get back into reading. I don't know, I don't have, like, I'm not taking the time to do that, so kind of sucks. Like I do miss reading, but I just don't feel like I felt when I was like 15 and like could read a whole book in like a day. I don't know what's happened, but like I guess I'm not used to it anymore.
They do say as you get older, it's your attention span and like just disappears.
Yeah,
and
like, but like also with like social media and everything. I
definitely.
mean, I can like I can tell, like, and it sucks.
Yeah,
like I want to build that.
I go through phases, definitely. Like I could not read a 700-page book some months, but some months I can, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, this book is everything I've wanted and more. I'm so happy. And I managed to get myself an exclusive edition. Just incredible. I couldn't be happier. Honestly, it's brightened my February.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. So yes, if you haven't read a Sarah J. Maas book, please pick one up. You won't regret it.
So I'm gonna talk about a TV show that I've been watching like throughout like January and February, and you might not know about it because like it's not very popular, you know. Like it's a little thing, like a little studio called Marvel, and like a little TV show called WandaVision, very indie, like not popular at all. Like you might
Can I
not
just say that I had never heard of it. I've genuinely never heard, like didn't know about it.
Obviously if you're a Marvel fan or like are into Marvel, you know that I'm kidding. So I'm not gonna like spoil anything, so I'm just gonna have like a little description about the show. And okay, I'm gonna read what I've got on my paper because I wanted to make sure that I had no spoilers. So don't worry, this is spoiler free. And if you haven't like started watching it yet, like what are you doing?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
I mean, you're not in, like, you're getting into Marvel,
I
so
am
it's
very
different.
slowly getting into it.
Okay, so it, like, WandaVision takes place after Infinity War. It's between Infinity War and Spider-Man, like, Far From Home, so it's, like, in between those two. It takes place, like, 4 weeks after the events of, like, Infinity War, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it, like, the main characters are, like, Wanda and Vision that live in a small town called Westview. And throughout the episodes, they kind of start changing decades. Like, the first episode was set, like, in a sitcom in the 50s. The second episode is, like, a sitcom in the 60s. Like, and yeah, just, like, as the, like, episodes progress, like, it's kind of, you can kind of see, like, different type of sitcoms inspired episodes in, like, but it also has a plot of its own. So as the episodes go on, they start to notice, like, that something is, like, weird. Like, why are they in a sitcom? Like, they start to notice that something isn't right, and that's all I can say, I guess. It's a very vague description, but I just don't really do not want to spoil anything.
Of course.
But, like, I think it's very interesting that they have characters from, like, their movies. You've got Darcy Lewis, like, that is in Thor. You get to meet her in Thor 1, and she's in Thor 2 too. And then you've got Jimmy Woo, who you've got like you meet in Ant-Man, like an FBI agent. And you've got Monica Rambeau, who is the daughter of Maria Rambeau, who you get to meet in Captain Marvel. So you've got like a few other characters that you see in the movies in these TV series. And apparently there's gonna be a big cameo of someone. We don't know yet because like there's 2 episodes left, and I'm very, very excited because it's really good. That's, I guess this is all that I can say for now, because without spoiling anything, and well.
And we're back after a short break.
Yes. So, I wanted to talk a bit about Marvel movies in general, like continuing like kind of with the WandaVision thing, and Marvel, because it's been kind of my coping mechanism for this month, like rewatching the whole like Marvel movies. And I've been kind of forcing Alessia because she's only seen a few movies.
Yeah, I've seen a few of the Thor movies, some Spider-Man movies.
She still hasn't seen Thor Ragnarok. And
no, I haven't. I've only seen 1 and 2.
It's so good. Like,
I know I'm missing out. From what I've seen, I'm missing out.
Free therapy.
I don't know. I never really got into Marvel. I am that person that's like, yeah, I'm more of a DC person, but I'm not even that much of a DC fan either.
I mean, yeah, I guess maybe you like more the characters of like in DC, like maybe you're like more familiar with them, like maybe not necessarily the movies, but maybe.
Oh, I love the characters, like a lot of the cartoons from DC, and yes, definitely. That's why I'm so unfamiliar with like the Marvel movies and all that.
I never really got into DC. I just like movie, like talking about like what, like the movies, I maybe seen some classics, like I don't know, just like Catwoman, and like I even saw Aquaman, and like.
See, I haven't even seen those ones. Like I've seen probably like a few of the Batman movies.
I think I started watching one of the Justice League, but like.
Yeah, they're not my favorites. Honestly, I like the DC world, but I don't love the movies, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
I like the movie with Heath Ledger, but then again, I love Heath Ledger, so.
Yeah.
And he was amazing as the Joker. This is very off topic, but.
I've been meaning to watch it because I've never seen that one, and like people are maybe going to kill me for it, but.
But there's a lot of good DC characters that are just not put in movies. Like, if you've ever seen Young Justice League, it's a cartoon, but it's so good. There's a lot of female representation, like in the superheroes, and I do love that. I really do.
And I saw a few clips from the series with Poison Ivy and
Harley Quinn.
Yes,
I can't remember what it's called, but is it just called Harley Quinn? Oh,
I don't know, but like I saw a few clips, and it was just like
it's very funny.
Yeah,
I love it. It's a very good series.
But yeah, like back to Marvel, I made her a basically a watch like list of like the movies.
I actually have it right here.
And
right here.
She started by watching the first Iron Man, right?
Yes, I was supposed to watch Captain America, but I couldn't. I had issues putting that on, so I decided to watch Iron Man instead, and that's all I've seen so far.
Yeah, and like I've been recommending you like to watch the like all of the movies, and I was saying to skip like Captain Marvel, but I rewatched it recently, and you shouldn't skip it. It's actually quite good. I don't know why like it got so much hate like in general. Just I mean I guess it's more like male just male opinions and like in general just saying that it wasn't a good movie, but it's not true. Like she's a really good character. I just feel like they said that she was going to be very important in Endgame, like in Avengers Endgame, which is the last one, like the last movie. And she was only there for a few scenes, so they kind of did her dirty in that way. Like she's very powerful, but she could have been more into the like movie, you know, like But yeah, that's which is kind of sad. But I like how they have like a sense of humor. Like they don't take themselves too seriously in general, like the movies. And I like just the vibe. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. That's why I really liked Thor and Spider-Man. Definitely, you can definitely pick up the vibe in those movies. How they're very light-hearted, and it's a big contrast from DC movies that
Yeah.
are very dark.
Yeah, that's why I'm not that much of a fan of like the DC movies because
Yeah.
they're like dark and like
Yeah, I know. It's definitely two different vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, the movies in DC take themselves very seriously,
Mhm.
whereas the TV shows and cartoons don't.
Yeah.
Which I like too. Which is why I think I could get into Marvel because
Mhm.
I mean I like that vibe. I do like a bit of comic relief.
Yeah, there's also a lot of things coming for Marvel like now
Yeah.
that it's been bought by Disney
Mm.
like now with the WandaVision series and like next month we're getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier
I
and
really want to see that one.
we're getting a Black Widow movie and we're getting the Loki series, which I'm super excited about, and I'm gonna
Yes.
make it my whole fucking personality. um, so I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
apologize to you for like
In advance, yeah.
in advance. And they are gonna make a movie with a whole like Asian cast. I think a bit like how they did for Black Panther. I think it's
Oh.
called Ten Rings or like Shing something. I don't know what it was called. But yeah, like there's also they're also making another movie and even like Angelina Jolie is gonna be in it.
Really?
Yeah, but I think that's like for next year, like planned
Oh,
for next
okay.
year.
Yeah,
And
so a lot's coming.
yeah, and you've seen that they've released the title for the third Spider-Man movie,
Yes.
which I believe is called No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Not Home Slice.
And no, not Home Wrecker.
Home Wrecker. Oh, man.
So yeah,
If
and
you get it, you get it.
yeah, and it's gonna be apparently like related to everything that happens in WandaVision.
Mm.
So you kind of have to watch it too.
Do I have to watch WandaVision now?
Yeah,
My list is very long.
but it's cool because spoilers. Like you've got 5 seconds to like log out if you don't want WandaVision spoilers. But you get witches in like WandaVision.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I
it
do
is.
love witches.
Yeah, and like they're introducing the X-Men into like the universe, like the
See,
Marvel
I've always
universe.
really liked X-Men.
'Cause
So
Disney bought Fox, I think. I think Fox had the rights for the X-Men,
Mhm.
so now they're able to do whatever they want,
That's
and they
really
can use
cool.
the like X-Men in the Marvel movies.
I really like the X-Men movies. Like I've watched them all. I like them.
I've been like rewatching them. I saw the first one, which I've seen a few of them, but like I don't really remember them.
Yeah.
Like I saw the first one, the original one from the 2000 that's just called X-Men.
Mhm.
And I rewatched Deadpool. Amazing.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I'm going to rewatch just like a few of the X-Men movies so I can like get into it more cuz
Yeah.
Wanda is like very she's kind of going to connect the X-Men to the whole Marvel universe. I don't know if it has been confirmed, but she's kind of like a nexus being, which means that she like it's I don't know, she mixes like realities and stuff and
Oh, that's cool. Well, that's really exciting. Like.
yeah, it is. And we're gonna get like the interesting thing about WandaVision is that we get like a lot of background on her character, which is like she's first introduced in Age of Ultron, like it's the second Avengers movie, and you like you know her story, like she explains what happened to her and like how she got her powers and everything. But in the WandaVision series, you get to actually see it. Like
Mhm.
you see the clips of like what happened to her and everything, and it's I don't know, it's super interesting.
So interesting. Yeah, I definitely need to get into Marvel. Like everyone watches it. You know,
Yeah.
everyone likes Marvel, and I really want to get into it. I mean, I think the thing is that why I never got into Marvel is because I'm a Star Wars fan, and all I can think about is Star Wars.
Oh, does that not go together?
I feel like it would. I feel like it really would, but I'm always so preoccupied watching new Star Wars things, and that's my marathon of choice, you know,
I get
watching
that,
Star Wars
yeah.
movies. So,
But the good thing I feel like about getting into the Marvel universe like now is that you have all these movies to watch, and like you've got so much content, and you don't have to wait years and years.
yes.
As like Marvel fans in general, like from the beginning, have been doing.
Of course, yeah.
Because I started to get into Marvel with the Iron Man movies, which were the first ones, but I didn't watch like Captain America movies. And when they started to drop like Infinity War and like Infinity War, I had to do like a whole marathon of watching like every single movie, because there were a lot that I hadn't seen. Like I watched a lot of the Avenger movies, but I didn't watch maybe Captain America movies or Thor movies, so I didn't really get like a lot of it. But watching it
like like all over again.
yes, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And like
Yes, because she made me like a whole list.
I
Is it chronological? Is that what it is?
yes.
So it's chronological. So
Yeah.
it's a whole list with like all of the movies except Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel would go in between Captain America and Iron Man if you watch it chronologically. But you could watch it in between Infinity War and Endgame.
Okay, so I wish I could show you guys this list. It's like highlighted and everything. And then there's a note that says, I'm sorry, I'm trying way too hard for you to watch these movies. Love you, even if you don't, at least.
I made I have a this
So
is bad,
cute.
guys. I have a whole folder with like Marvel memes that just give me serotonin. It's bad. It's been my coping mechanism for February.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think I would have ever watched these movies on my own, like ever decided to watch them all. But because she's so excited about them, it makes me want to watch them, you know? And I guess share that with her.
I may or may not have seen Thor Ragnarok 2 times this month.
I just have a picture of you holding a gun to my head trying to make me watch them all. You will enjoy them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the theme of the month, definitely Marvel.
Yeah.
It really has been.
I'm so sorry. Like, this is my official apology for being so fucking annoying with
Lisa, I
this.
forgive you. I forgive you. I do.
Like at least now you get like a 2-week break from me showing you Marvel memes and talking about it nonstop. Because I'm gonna be away.
I'm like, oh, thank God.
Thank God she's gone.
There's just like notes and everything. I just think it's so funny. It says like Paul Rudd with a heart under Ant-Man. I think it's so funny. And then Doctor Strange says Benedict Cumberbatch and Regina George. No, it says Benedict Cucumber. What did I just noticed? I love that. Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I'm so excited for you to watch them and like be able to like talk about the whole theories, and this is just gonna become a Marvel podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like let us know if you'd be interested to make a whole episode about Marvel. I would be so down for that.
She would be.
I
wouldn't even have to say anything.
No.
I wouldn't even have to be here. But alternatively, I could do a whole episode on Star Wars. I know lots of people love Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough Marvel for today, because it's been almost like 10 minutes, like more than 10 minutes talking about Marvel, and I feel like I should just like stop.
Wow. That's a first.